Hello? I am the Chronicler. Welcome. Or welcome back. Today is a perfect day. I hope you enjoy Chapter 7. Please give a like and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. Chapter 7, The Edge of Perception. Syra had always understood the power of the mind. The ability to control thoughts, bend perceptions, and elevate consciousness had become her singular obsession, her life's work. Now, in a sleek, high-tech laboratory nestled within the heart of the Xenon Institute, Syra stood at the precipice of something far greater than anticipated. The sterile environment buzzed with energy, the hum of machines a constant reminder that those present teetered between discovery and danger. Her pale skin caught the light just so, with a faint, almost imperceptible shimmer that marked her presence as singular among many minds focused on observation and analysis. Kylor stood nearby, quiet among the hum of equipment, his gaze methodical as it scanned the room. Each movement was careful and precise, a reflection of the measured attention demanded in a space devoted to experimentation and discovery. "You still planning to hit the beach this weekend if this all wraps up?" Syra asked, her tone lighter than usual, a rare softness threading her voice. She rubbed the bridge of her nose in a fleeting gesture of fatigue and focus. Kylor cracked a faint smile. "I was. But with everything happening, I might have to reconsider." Syra nodded thoughtfully. "Same here. Lark mentioned new data. If this keeps escalating, those plans might have to wait." Even mundane concerns carried a trace of tension, for the work they pursued held consequences beyond ordinary understanding. The Xenon Institute, a private think tank exploring the uncharted realms of consciousness, had gathered them under the guidance of Dr. Jeffrey Lark, whose presence dominated a room before he spoke. He was tall, salt-and-pepper hair combed back, eyes sharp behind thin-rimmed glasses, and a demeanor blending intellect with a subtle weariness, the mark of one accustomed to long engagement with complex minds. Their research had shifted from curing mental illness to probing the elusive frontier between conscious and unconscious thought. Subtle anomalies began to emerge, strange energy readings, vivid dreams in subjects, and insights that defied conventional explanation, discoveries that hinted at forces not fully understood and consequences not yet visible. Kylor's voice broke through Syra's thoughts. "Have you seen Lark's latest reports? He's onto something. But he's holding back, there are files we haven't seen yet." Syra's eyes narrowed. Lark's interest isn't purely academic anymore. Something in the way he pursues it sets off quiet alarms. We must stay attentive, control what is shared before it escalates. The thought lingered between them like an unspoken warning. Knowledge itself could become perilous if mishandled. Inside Lark's office, the director studied the data, a faint flicker of doubt in his usually composed eyes. Syra and Kylor entered, and he motioned to a holographic display. A subtle tremor in the overhead lights caught Syra's attention, a minor anomaly others might have missed, but one her experience taught her to recognize. "We've been seeing unusual energy signatures in patients meditating," Lark said. "These readings grow stronger, and I can't explain why." Syra studied the patterns, fingers brushing lightly against the edge of the console. "This is more than we expected. We'll help analyze, but full access to your files is necessary." Lark hesitated. "Fine. But I fear we're engaging with forces beyond understanding." Such apprehension, voiced or unvoiced, marked the threshold where intellect meets uncertainty. The sharp ring of Lark's phone shattered the stillness. He glanced at the caller ID, expression shifting from mild amusement to professional focus. It was Dr. Holland Carter and Dr. Maya Patel, old colleagues whose presence carried decades of shared endeavor. "Back to work. I need to take this in private. Carter, Patel, how's the fine dining treating you these days?" Lark asked, voice warm. Carter chuckled. "Better than the lab food, that's for sure. Remember that seafood place in D.C.? Still can't believe they let us expense those dinners." Patel laughed softly, nudging Carter. Those were the days. No mind-bending anomalies to worry about, just good company and great crab cakes. Lark shook his head with a nostalgic grin. Even in high-stakes research, moments of levity offered a brief anchor to normalcy. So, Lark, have you finished analyzing the data samples I sent you? Carter asked. Almost, Lark replied. My top 2 analysts are working on it. Don't worry, they don't know what they're really looking at. I slipped your samples in with the regular data sets they've been monitoring. Good, Carter said smoothly. Why? What's up? Lark asked. Carter's tone shifted. We're analyzing the artifact. It's reacting, not physically, but mentally. There's an inner resonance activating it. We need your expertise here. Patel's voice carried a subtle edge of concern. We don't understand how it interacts with the mind. It's unlike anything we've seen. The approach of new minds to the artifact hinted at the widening web of influence surrounding it, and influence extending beyond any single laboratory. I'll be there soon, Lark said. I'll bring my A-team. He ended the call, exhaled once, and turned toward the open lab. The hum of equipment and quiet chatter of his team felt suddenly distant. Cancel your beach plans, he hollered out, a faint grin masking urgency. Top secret, first-hand research if you want in. Syra exchanged a glance with Kylor. Experience had taught them to recognize the pull of discovery even when cloaked in normalcy. Syra adjusted her blazer cuff. What's going on? Lark's expression darkened. Deeper than any of us expected. Kylor's voice was steady. And we're the team to handle it? They drove in silence, city lights blurring past. Syra's mind raced. Such journeys, outwardly mundane, often mirrored the mind's internal crossing into new frontiers. The facility gates slid open reluctantly as they arrived. Awaiting was Dr. Carter, rigid, hands clasped behind his back. Their eyes met in unspoken recognition. Lark. Syra. Kylor. Glad you made it, Carter said. Syra's voice remained calm. What's the situation? Carter's eyes darkened with apprehension. It's worse than expected. Lark's fists clenched. Unpredictable? Carter met him squarely. And so, across lands and ages, these threads of truth weave together. The Chronicles await those who listen carefully. Stay connected to every revelation, subscribe, hit like, and journey with me as history unfolds.